I hope all of you are doing very well. In our, this is our 75th video where we are going to see the second half of the 7th chapter having the heading Karma Yoga and Physical Body. So we have already seen the first half of the 7th chapter in the previous video. Now we are going to complete the lesson by looking into the various aspects in the second half of the chapter. Okay, 7th chapter. Now here, see, earlier we have seen towards the end of the previous video, that is where I just stopped. I thought I will touch upon it and go to the next one. That is, we were talking about our unconscious mind having a lot of karmic memory. Our unconscious mind is having a lot of it is a library of karmic memory. Now what do you mean by unconscious mind? See, the mind is divided into three. That is conscious mind, unconscious mind and the subconscious mind. And there is something called superconscious mind. Anyway, we don't need to know all those things now because we are not in a position to understand about the working of the superconscious mind. Okay, now, so in this unconscious mind means what? We are not aware of what is happening there. Okay, there it is a part of the mind, but we are not conscious of what is happening or what is going on there. So inadvertently, that is without our consciousness, see, without our knowledge, we do so many things, we talk so many things, we develop a lot of mannerisms. Now all these things are because of the karmic memory embedded or imprinted in the unconscious mind. You know, a lot of mannerisms. You know, some people while talking all the time they will be doing like this. Some people will be doing something, some sort of actions. They themselves do not know that they are behaving like that. So when somebody is pointing it out, you take it in the positive way and you understand that it is coming out from your unconscious mind, and so consciously you instruct yourself not to repeat that. Okay, so these are the habits. Some habits are good, some habits are bad. If the habits are good, you continue to do it. If the habits are bad, stop it. So try to stop that. Okay, so that is what he says. So what is, and so the karmic memory which is imprinted in the unconscious mind, it is coming out without our permission. Without our permission means when we are, it is coming out unknowingly. That means when you are not aware of it, we are doing it. Sometimes we are saying it, we are doing it. So many things happen. Okay, so this is where we stopped. Now, the next is, see, there is a side heading in the second half of the 7th chapter, Karma and the 5 elements. This is very, very important. You know, our body is formed of 5 elements. We have already seen it. And you know, the Prapancham or the cosmos or the universe is also formed of 5 elements. What are the 5 elements? The 5 elements can be represented by the 5 fingers. That is, this is earth, this is water, this is fire, this is air, and this is Akash. So these are the Panchabhutas or the 5 elements. Okay, and what Sadhguru says is, our body is formed of 5 elements and all these 5 elements attract the karmic substances. Or in other words, you can say the negative karmic things, what we do, get attached to the 5 elements also. That means what? See, the 5 elements are part of the body, part and parcel of our body. That means the negative karmas are attached to our body. That is the connection between the karma yoga and the physical body. Got the point? That is how he has given the title of the chapter as heading for the chapter is that. And So to remove all these karmic substances or karmic imprints from the physical body, what should you do? We should do yoga. We should do pranayama, nadi shuddhi, kriya, meditation. If you do all these 5 things on a daily basis, a spiritual seeker will be able to attain mukti by shedding the negative karmas which are attached to the physical body. Okay, the 8th chapter is on karma yoga and mental body. The 9th chapter is on karma yoga and energy body. Okay, but all these 3 are very, very essential for us, isn't it? So let us know more and more about it. So this is the way. And you know, in Isha Yoga Center, Sadhguru is teaching what is called the BHUTA SHUDHI. BHUTA SHUDHI. BHUTA SHUDHI means what? The Panchabhutas are cleansed. Cleansing of the 5 elements in our body is this Kriya. This Kriya is called BHUTA SHUDHI. And many years back, I learnt it directly from Isha Yoga Center, a branch of which is in Trivandrum. So I went there, paid the fees, got the kit. They will give when I paid, it was 3,500 rupees or so. It's a matter of 2 hours. Within 2 hours they will teach us. But the amount is more. The amount is mainly for the kit. They give. Sadhguru gives the original copper vessels, okay, with which we have to do the kriyas, and I do it on a daily basis. So this BHUTA SHUDHI is a kriya which helps you to shed all the physical karmas. Not all, as far as possible. Okay, but I am not able to say more about BHUTA SHUDHI because I am not permitted to say. Okay, you have to learn it from people who are trained under Sadhguru. Okay, so if you have some centers in Tamil Nadu, centers of Isha Yoga Center, then you can go there and you can learn. And once you learn, you better practice it every day, because see, it is going to cleanse all our karmas. It is going to cleanse all our negativity. So isn't it good? And Sadhguru himself has given in many videos about the importance of doing BHUTA SHUDHI. Okay, and he also talks of, here in this chapter, he also talks about Runanubandha, which means physical memory. We have already seen this. So the Runanubandha, or the physical memory, is mainly coming, or it is created because of 2 things. One is the blood relations, the mother and the daughter, or the mother and the son. So because of the blood relations, this physical memory is created. Okay, you might have heard about some people saying, I like the smell of my mother so much. Maybe we emanate some smell, and the bonding is so close that the child is able to feel the smell. Okay, that is a kind. No, so between the blood relations, there is Runanubandha. And another way of creating Runanubandha is the husband and wife sexual contact. Though we say husband and wife sexual contact, it can be between 2 people outside the marital bondage also, but it is not encouraged in our society. You know, right from time immemorial, our ancestors have made it a policy that a man will live only with his wife, or a woman will lead a life only with her husband. That means no extramarital sex relationship. Because see, this extramarital sexual relationship, or a man having sexual relationship with many ladies, or a woman having sexual relationship with many men. Now all these things are wrong as per the society is concerned. Why is it wrong? The reason is, see, when two physical bodies, when two people come together, there is intimacy developed between the physical body. There is intimacy, mentally there is some intimacy. They like each other. They are attracted towards each other, and that's why they enter into such relationships. Okay, and beyond the physical and the mental body, there is mixing up of energy body also. So if a man has sexual relationship with his wife, then both the bodies understand each other. They identify, okay, this is the person, right? So whereas in other extramarital relationships, you know, the astral body of one person is not able to identify the astral body of other person or all the other people with whom the fellow is having or the person is having contacts. And not only that, it damages multiple sexual partner relationship. It damages the energy body. And Sadhguru says that to rectify this, you have to take some more births to rectify the damage which is created in your astral body. Okay, and he goes on giving a lot of examples where the physical negativity is passed on to the next person. See, in our tradition, especially in India, we have lot of small beliefs, and these beliefs are not superstitious beliefs. They all convey some meaning. That is why our forefathers have already designed these things and told us. For example, see, after the sunset, you don't go to another house and ask for the needle, ask for curd. See, asking for needle, maybe the needle is very pointed, and if it falls down, they did not have electricity and other things, they did not have a torch in the mobile, and so it is not easy to identify such a thing, probably. Or maybe there is some sort of physical passing of the physical karmas to the other person, because the needle is iron. There may be some reason. Okay, but stronger than this is, see, you should not accept certain things like salt, sesame seeds, lemon, curry leaves. All these things, you should not take it directly from another person. Should not take it directly from another person. Okay, why? When you pass it on to somebody or when you take it from somebody, his karma is coming to you, or your karma is going to that person through these things, because these are all good conductors of karmas. That's why, say, when somebody is giving you salt, you say, keep it down, I'll take it. Not directly taking it from his hands. Okay, even among our family members, we should not do this. Because, see, this curry leaves, curry leaves. My grandmother used to say, pluck some leaves and come. I used to pluck the leaves. But, she will say, don't give it to me in my hand, keep it down. I used to ask, what? Why are you talking like this? No, there will be fight between us. It is not that I will fight with my grandmother. It is simply that when I give, my negative karmas will be passed on to her. Or when I take it from her hands directly, her negative karmas will be passed on to me. Something like that. But there is some sense in it. These are all not myths. These are all not superstitious things. Okay, like that. Then, people who are in the path of spirituality, in earlier days, they used to apply chandan, what I have put here on my forehead, sandalwood paste. They used to smear the whole body with sandalwood paste. They used to apply turmeric paste. They used to apply the earth, the fine sand. They make it into a paste and they apply. They smear the whole body with ash taken from the cremation ground. See, even vibhuti, what we call vibhuti, we just apply it here. And the spiritual seekers and pujaris, after taking bath, they apply this vibhuti on the forehead, here, in the hands, and on the chest. Now, this application of vibhuti is a sign just to remind us that, see, one day you will also die, your body also will be burnt into ashes. It is just to remind us. Okay, so now these spiritual seekers, they used to have all these things applied on their body to remove the negative karmas. Okay, and see, suppose somebody is sitting on a chair. After the person gets up, if you sit immediately, in some cases, you see the heat of the body of the person who left immediately. Have you noticed that? I have experienced. Some people, if you touch, their hands will be so hot. Whereas for some, it is not like that. Because the heat, the ushna, which is produced in the body, is emanating like that. And nowadays there are machines to identify, to find out who had sat in that chair even 72 hours before, by calculating the heat of the person. So, it is already said, and SADHGURU also reiterates this in his book, that a spiritual seeker should keep all his personal things as personal things only. He should not borrow things from others, and he should not allow others to use his personal things. Personal things means what? His dresses, his comb, his plate and tumbler, his bed sheet, pillow covers. These things cannot be shared, should not be, not cannot be shared, should not be shared for a spiritual seeker. Because through all these things also, there is exchange of karmas. Okay, see, when I was small, there were about 10 people in our family. Each of us had our own plate and tumbler. At the time of eating, we should wash our plate and we should fill water in the tumbler and we should sit for the food. And after eating also, we should wash our own plates. My grandfather used to be so strict about it. Maybe these are all also some points which maybe he was following, and he insisted on this. He instilled these things. Now also, I don't like to share any of my personal things with others, and I hate to use others' materials like comb, soap, towel. I don't like to share it with others, and I don't like to use others' materials at all. Okay, and one more thing, a person who is meditating should cook his own food and eat. He can cook for others, but a meditator should not eat the cooked food prepared by a non-meditator. Because when somebody is cooking, all his mental negativity will be passed on to the food. That is why, suppose we happen to eat the food prepared by others, either in the family or outside. You go to hotels, you eat, you do not know with what turmoil going on in his mind the chef had prepared the food. Maybe he was feeling sad, maybe he was in distress, maybe he was having lot of anxiety. So when a person is cooking, all his feelings will go to the food. And when you eat, these qualities are transferred to you. And that is why we say some slokas before eating the food. That is, we offer it to God. You make it pure and then you take it. You can sprinkle water all around the food, not inside the food, all around the plate to make the ambience pure. And you say some slogas, Brahmarpanam. I taught you a slogan, no? Brahmarpanam, Brahmahudi. That means the food is Brahma. The person who gave the food is Brahma. The person who is consuming the food is also Brahma. Everything we attribute it to Brahma. Like that, you surrender everything to a superior power and then you eat it. Or Annapurne, Sadapurne, there is another sloka, you can say that. Or you can put some Reiki symbols to make it pure. Something, or you say some slokas, offer it to God and then you eat it. So these are all needed to prevent others' negative karma getting passed on to you. Okay, not only that, see, touching, even a mere touch will pass on the negative karma to the other person. Some people have the habit of touching like this while talking, while sitting close, they will put the hands like this. Now, even this must be avoided. Not only that, Westerners have the habit of shaking hands when you meet someone, whereas we don't do that. We say namaste. And saying namaste has many positive things in the sense. See, when you say namaste, you bow down, you think of the Atma, the soul, which is present in that person. You are not bowing down to the person. See, there is Atma within me. The same Atma is in you also. So I bow down to that. That is one thing. And when you are doing like this, when you keep both the hands together, you are stabilizing the Panchabhutas. And not only that, see, you clap hands. When you clap hands when there is a good performance on the stage, or you just say like this. Okay, even that it is not only to encourage another person. See, it is activating all the chakras in the body, in your hands. At the tip of the fingers, you have very many chakras. And these chakras get activated when you clap hands like this. So, not only for the others, even for yourself, you can clap hands once in a while like this to activate yourself. Okay. So, all these things are created by our ancestors to prevent the passing of the negative karmas physically from one person to another. And see, even touching the Guru's feet. We are keeping the Guru at a higher pedestal. He has done a lot of sadhanas and he has accumulated many positive karmas. So by touching the feet of your Guru, his positive karmas are coming to you. Okay. See, in North India, as soon as, whenever they see some elders, they just bow down and touch like this as a mark of respect. But actually, this habit was created to take the positivity from our Guru, from our elders. Okay, and along with Bhuta Shuddhi, Sadhguru talks about air wash and fire wash. What is air wash? You see, you climb on a mountain. You get a lot of gentle breeze. Then you stretch your hands like this and stand in the way of the wind, so that when the wind is passing through your body, it can remove some of the negative karmas. Maybe that is why people who are in the mountain regions, they are always happy, they are always healthy because of the surroundings. Unknowingly, maybe they are exposed to air wash. And there is something called fire wash. What is fire wash? See, we do arati. In the temples, we do arati with camphor, isn't it? Like that, when somebody is coming from outside, or the bride and the bridegroom, the bride especially, when she enters into the house for the first time, we do arati, isn't it? To remove all the negativity. Okay, so like the, and fire wash. Fire wash, Sadhguru, people used to do fire wash to Sadhguru. That means, I have seen it when I attended Samyama, in the evening when he comes to take class, he will there is a separate entrance for him to come to the stage. He will walk through that and he will stretch his hands like this and stand. And a person who is deputed to do this fire wash, now he will do with the camphor 3 times front, and he will turn this side and 3 times at the back. So like this the person will do, symbolically removing the negativity from his body. That means Sadhguru wants to ensure that he has no negativity whatsoever, because the class which he is going to take in Samyama is so sacred. He is there to pass on all his positive energy to the participants. So he doesn't want any negative karma or anything to cling on to his body even. Okay, so this sort of air wash, fire wash can be done even at home. Okay, and this negativity, some people, they emanate so much of negativity. For example, you are having a good flower vase in your hand. Somebody is looking at it. What a nice flower vase. Where did you buy? I have been looking for it for everywhere. I never got it. They just comment like that and go. And take it from me that you will break it the same day. It has happened to me. That's why I am saying so authentically. It is because of their negative energy. You understand? Like that. See, suppose you wear a very nice dress. You go for a wedding. Somebody is saying, what a beautiful sari, what a beautiful color combination, where did you buy? The person is going on to asking about it. By the time you come back home, maybe it gets torn somewhere. It happened. I have got hundreds of experiences like this. See, our children, we dress them up and go. And maybe a person who is not having an issue, maybe she is longing to have a baby. When they look at our baby or our children, her mind is longing. See, having a positive longing is okay. But what a beautiful girl. I don't have a child. You see how nicely she has dressed up. Like that, with the negative mind, if she is looking at the child, then the child will fall sick in no time. That is because of the negative energy which is emanating from the other person. Now, to get rid of all these things, you can take bath in the flowing water of the river. You can take bath in the sea. Or you can simulate a situation in your house. This crystal salt, not Himalayan rock salt, not the free flow iodized salt. You get crystals, salt crystals, kallup they say. Now this salt crystals, you have to keep it in your house, because salt crystal is a thing which is very much liked by goddess Lakshmi. So when you keep these salt crystals, Lakshmi, we think that Lakshmi is coming to our house because of this, attracted by the salt crystal. It is a belief. Okay. Now you take this salt crystal, that is, you take a bucket of water, put this much of 2 handful of or 1 packet of salt crystals in that, make a saturated, super saturated solution, and you take bath in that. Don't put soap and other things, just with the mug you pour it from head to toe. And as you pour, you do the sankalp that your physical, all the negativity from the physical body, mental body and the astral body are going. Now this also I already told you in one of my videos. That is, you make a sankalp that the water which you are bathing in is the amalgamation of all the water from all the holy rivers. And I told you a sloka also. Gange, Shayamune, Saiva Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidim, Gurum. I always, every day, I take bath twice. Early in the morning and before doing puja in the evening. Both the times I do the sankalp and I recite this sloka. And I also do the sankalp that by taking bath in this holy water, the physical body, my physical body, mental body and the astral body are cleansed. Like that you can take some sankalp and you can do it. Okay, these are all ways and means to get rid of the negativity, negative karmas in our physical body mainly. Okay, and see the saffron dress, what the yogis are wearing, what the sannyasis are wearing, how it came into existence, you know. See, they used to take the clay soil, they used to sieve it into a fine sand particles. They used to mix this clay particles, sand particles in water, and they used to dip their dresses in that. Once you dress, once you dip the dress, it takes the color of the sand. It takes the color of the clay soil. That is how it is becoming saffron in color. And why do they do this? Why do they dip their ordinary clothes into this is, see, this is showing some gratitude to the Mother Earth. Earth, we call her Mother Earth. We call her Bhuma Devi. Because, see, we are the product of Bhuma Devi. And our body is growing by eating the food which is growing on the earth. And not only that, when we die, they either bury the dead body, so it goes to the earth, or they burn it. And so all the 5 elements are released. Okay, so by all means, to show our respect to the Bhuma Devi, they used to sieve the earth. Earth means the clay soil. Take the particles, dip the dress in the water which is mixed with that. And that is how the habit of the sannyasis wearing the saffron dress came into vogue. Okay, nowadays everything is not even hand loomed. It is done in the machine, but the color is added. But still, no, the culture is continued. Okay, and wedding also. In wedding, you know, the bride and the bridegroom's dress is tied, a knot is made, and they are asked to come around the fire 7 times. Lot of rituals are there, both in South India as well as in North India. Lot of rituals. And all these rituals finally say that, look, we both have come into an agreement to lead a life till the end together, so that we help each other in our liberation. Not for touring, not for producing children, not for expanding the family. Of course, these are all needed, these are all required. Nobody is denying that. But ultimate aim of a man and a woman coming together is like an agreement where we help each other in attaining our mukti. Okay. And one more thing he says, this is the last point in the chapter. He says, Sadhguru says that a person who is meditating must be very careful about his attitude and his thought. He should be pure in his thought, words and deeds. Otherwise, see, a person is meditating for 2 hours. In 24 hours time, 2 hours he is doing good thing. For the rest of the time, if he is not careful about his, if he is not careful about the way he thinks, behaves, talks and does things, it will do more harm to him by attracting more negativity, negative karma to his physical body. And Sadhguru is giving an analogy for this. See, you want to plant a small sapling. What do? You prepare the soil, you add some fertilizer, pour water, ensure that the place is well lit, it is getting enough sunlight, and then you keep the sapling there. You might have seen it in your daily life also. If you are having the habit of maintaining a small garden or something like that, you know, within a short period of time, you see a lot of weeds growing. Whether our sapling grows healthily or not, these weeds grow in a very healthy manner. The weeds are not good. So, this is similar to a meditative person, a person who is sitting for meditation. If he is not careful about his thoughts, words and deeds, these wrong things in his thoughts, words and deeds are similar to the weeds. Okay, he is comparing that with this, with the weeds. So, just as the weeds grow faster, with more vigor, these negative things in a meditator will create more and more negativity in his physical body. Okay, so like this, he explains a lot of things, trying to help us to understand how the negative karmas affect our physical body. Then, what is the solution? There is no point in simply talking about the problems. There should be a solution. So, what is the solution? As Sadhguru says, on a daily basis, a spiritual seeker must do meditation, yoga, pranayama, nadi shuddhi, kriya, all his sadhanas on a daily basis regularly, so that, you know, the negativity, all the negative karmas which are attached to his physical body, to the 5 elements, to his body parts, all are removed, all are shed at a faster rate than for a normal person. Only then he can march forward towards attaining mukti. So, I think you have understood whatever I have said. Anyway, ponder about it and try to implement it in your daily life. May God bless you all.